Hey YouTube, this is Orion making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button and also please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. This is my overview of the Ted Cash 1790's tobacco tin. I had bought this, it was, I think a week ago, off Viceroybooks. This completes the set. I had mentioned it in a video about completing the set. I have now the 1790's tobacco tin, the 1700's tinder box, and the Hudson Bay tobacco tin with the magnifying glass. And I just wanted to do an overview of this tin. This is probably one of the more expensive versions of it. It is my dedicated C-type striker home. I don't keep anything other than the C-type striker and a piece of flint in it. I put the denim in it just to stop it from rattling. And once you put the denim, the C-type striker, which I also bought from Viceroybooks, and the flint as well, obviously, from Viceroybooks. Once you put that in, all in, you basically can't fit any char cloth in there. So what I've done, if you have a look up at my Untitled Chapter video, I have a little belt pouch that I've included the Untitled Chapter, another bag of char cloth, and that covers me for all the char cloth that I'll ever need in this kit. Overall build on these Ted Cash tins is excellent, and as you can see, it's really starting to develop a good patina, and I love that. It's just from the oils in your skin. You can brasso it and get it shiny again, but I'm not going to do that. I love this. It's developed the patina, and it's getting a personality, and I want all my tins to do that and develop a personality. So I do give them a rub over with a bit of a microfiber cloth, just to not clean them off, but just to slow it down a little bit. But I do want it to develop this patina, but as I said, I do rub it off. There is, in the spiel, you get a little, when it comes in, there is no lead. They don't use lead in the welding, in the solder, which is an excellent idea because the lead's poisonous, obviously. It's made in the USA. They do put a warning on here that it's for edibles and tobacco only. So if you're going to put it in a plastic bag, if you're going to put that stuff in here, put it in a plastic bag so it doesn't come in contact with the brass, because that'll have interactions and it'll become poisonous. So, just to give you a little bit of an idea of sizing, they are 51.6 millimeters wide, .2 millimeters high, and the lid, because it sticks out slightly, and I'll put all these dimensions in the description bar. But I thought I had the verniers out here, I might as well give you an overrun of them. And it's 102.8 millimeters long. Build quality on them is excellent. It's got a hinged lid. As I said, I put a denim cloth at the top. piece of flat char cloth, piece of flat flint. I had to find a really thin piece because otherwise it just wouldn't fit in it. These C-type strikers that I'm getting from Viceroy are excellent. They spark really well. I have nothing but praise for them, and I'm actually using them as a pinch type because I actually pinch them like that and then strike, and just you can see the sparks coming off. They spark so well. That should be coming up on the camera, I'm hoping. This one here, I've had zero issues with it. I can get an ember on it. Not one strikes. I don't get one strikes. Kudos to anyone who can do that. I've rarely, if ever, get one strikes, but I'm always trying, but I just don't do it. But whenever I'm having difficulties, I default back to this one because I know I can get an ember with it. And this tin, if you look on the description bar for this C-type on Viceroy Books, eBay website listings, he says this tin, and I think it's the oval tinder box as well, they're specifically designed, and I confirm that it fits it. It's as if it was made specifically, that strike was made specifically to fit in there, and it's exactly right. You just have to buy several flints because you'll get onto them and some of them will be a little bit fatter this way, and you just have to find one that is a bit flat and then work it so that it fits in, so that it fits in there perfectly. And I just have a little poker, and then now if you didn't put the denim in there, you could probably get a small baggie of char cloth in there. Maybe down the bottom here, you might be able to fit a small baggie of char cloth in there, or just loose. But the loose stuff ends up crumbling up, and you get that shit everywhere, and it's not really good because once it starts crumbling up, you can't hold it where you need it to hold. So I just use this as a carry case for my flint and steel, and I can't praise this enough for the quality of this kit, this tin. It is such a high quality build kit. It's so good. I'm really impressed. It is expensive. I paid $67 for it. I'm not telling my missus that. She'd kill me. It's an expensive little bit of, it's an expensive little tin. But anyway, that's what I paid for it. I'll link this, the C-type and the flints, all down in the description bar. But I just wanted to show you it off and do a little bit of an overview. I buy most of my gear now through Viceroy Books because he's selling quality gear, that old world style, old world quality gear that it just works, and it's it's high quality stuff. And if you're into this sort of thing, well, especially for the reenactors and stuff, that people who just like this sort of thing, which I do, you can get onto this stuff, and I just couldn't see how you could be disappointed in it, because the quality's there, and granted you will pay a little bit of money for it, but for what you get, I don't think you're overpaying for it, because honestly it is a solid bit of gear. And I just can't speak highly enough about it, especially this one. I really like it, and because it fits my C, and because I've had so much success with that C type, it just sparks so well. I'm going to end up buying a couple more for my sons, because they're getting into the flint and steel too, because they've seen me fooling around with it so much now lately. I only get a couple more of these C types for them, and then I won't be buying any more of these tins for them. They can buy their own down the track, but I'll just get a couple of Altoid tins, hopefully, for them, and they can put their C-types and a piece of flint in there and a bit of char cloth, and they can go from there. But when they end up wanting to get original tins for it, they can certainly buy their own and go from there. But anyway, that's the 1790's Ted Cash made tobacco box that perfectly suits the C-type striker with a flat piece of flint in it. And as I said, I'll link all the various bits in the description bar, and that's my overview of it. Quality piece of gear. If you're up for it, definitely worth the money in my opinion. It is an expensive bit of gear, but if you like this sort of quality bit of gear, I certainly think it's worth the money. Anyway, thanks for watching.